What's up, guys? Mother's Day today, and my wife cooked me breakfast. I kind of overslept, had the day off, slept in a little bit. First time in a long time I got that much sleep. But so we're out. It's almost 10 o'clock in the morning. Just now getting to do the chores. Normally I do all my chores in the morning with the headlamp on, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning before work. But when I get to do it in the daylight when I'm off work, it's so awesome. I just love being out here with the animals, being able to see all of them. And I just kind of was thinking about like what would make another good video. And you know, we only have 2 acres here, and not counting the bees, we have 185 animals on 2 acres. We're raising meat chickens, so all of our chicken, we can raise it on this 2 acres. We've got 3 pigs we're raising, so that'll cover all of our pork needs for a whole year. And we're selling 2 of them, which should cover the cost of the feed for our pig. We've got egg laying chickens. We've got baby egg layers. We've got 3 turkeys that we're raising up for Thanksgiving dinner this year. We've got our garden, and we've still got a front yard. You know, we've put in the orchard, we've got all our berry plants. Like, you don't have to have a lot of space to raise your own food. And I think some people think you have to have a bunch of land to have this huge farm. And, you know, if you're just doing it for your family, I think the biggest thing is how your property's laid out. You know, if your house is in the back of the property and everything's in the front yard, you know, if you don't mind that, that's one thing. But ours is, you know, 2 acres. On the front acre, we've got our house, which is kind of to the left side up towards the front, which is great. Our shop is behind the house. Then we've got our garden on the right side and one of our chicken coops. And we got our rabbits under there. We got those too. And then if you go to the back acre, that's where we run our meat birds at. It was just a field when we bought the house. So we've taken about a 1/4 acre of that, and it's all an orchard. We've got blueberries, blackberries, goji berries, elderberries, aronia berries, mulberries, apples, peaches, plums, pears, raspberries, muscadines, grapes. Got everything back there in about a 1/4 acre. And we also put in some more pecan trees, mostly to help with shade for running the chickens under in the summertime. But in the back acre, we've got the bees on one side, which I mow my neighbor's grass so he doesn't get stung on that one side. And we're running the pigs over there this year. We got our egg layers are fixing to all be moving out there. So I mean, it's really all about the layout. If you get the right piece of property with the right layout of the land, you can, I mean, it's endless what you can do with it. I had somebody tell me that I do more stuff on 2 acres than most farmers they know with 100 acres. It's just, I don't know. It just worked out great. Like, we weren't planning on all this when we bought this property. We just knew we wanted to stay in this county. But when we were able to really get started and decided we wanted to go down this road, you know, it worked out great. But I'll kind of go up here to the front. I'll spin the camera around and just kind of show you from the road, looking at the house, how the front acre's laid out. And I can kind of show you the back. But well, we've got all kind of stuff growing on. So it just, when you're looking for property to build your homestead, if you're not in a rush, just be patient. Kind of know what to look for, what to make work. Of course, your price range has to work. You don't want to go buying a big expensive house and then it puts you in a bind. But you just got to make sure everything is right. You can make do with a lot, but if you can get lucky and find a piece that's laid out nicely, it can make homesteading so much more enjoyable. So as you can see, we've got a paved road over there, the main road here. So we've got our front yard and our house kind of on this front side of the property. We're actually going to run our meat birds in the front yard this year to try to brighten up and darken up that grass. And it spins around on the front. See, we've got a strawberry bed over here. We've got the front part of the garden going around the shed. And then we have all this grass still. Where the grass is tall, that's our property line. But we have all this where we could, you know, potentially grow more, run chickens out here or whatever we needed to. We've got the garden, we got some big piles of mulch I'm still in the process of spreading out. We've got rosemary, bee balm, lavender. We got some lantanas and butterfly bushes for the bees and stuff up here. We're growing hopefully all of our garlic for the year. We got bell peppers, banana peppers, jalapenos, cilantro, celery, tomatoes, potatoes. We got all kind of stuff growing in the garden. This was our first chicken coop we built. So we got some birds in there that we raised up last year. And they're gonna go in a mobile coop once I get it finished. And then back here on the side of the house, more grass so we could do something else. We've got our storage shed in the shop. And then this shed needs to be cleaned out. It needs a lot of work. But you can see this little hill right here is about where that front acre stops. So all that you just seen was on the front acre. Now we go up to the back acre, which was open. So we started our orchard over there. So it's like I said, it's about 1/4 of an acre over there, orchard. We got some egg layers up there in a mobile coop. We've got our birds from this year, our new layers. They're in a mobile coop. We got our pigs in their little mobile pig pen right now. Hopefully we're gonna get some Premier 1 fencing and be able to rotate them around once they get a little bit bigger. And then right up here on the edge, we've got the bees. And we have all this over 1/2 acre here where we can run birds on. We got up between all the rows in the orchard, we can run animals on, as long as we keep them contained and they don't get out and eat everything. Got some mulch piles. And the bees. The bee guy that actually owns these bees, he came over yesterday, we took some of the boxes off. And we got our compost pile. Spin it back around to look towards the front acre. So we've got garden all back there behind the shed. Like I said, we're growing the majority of our food on 2 acres. You don't have to have a lot of land. I do deer hunt. So if I can harvest about 3 or 4 deer a year, that provides with all our ground hamburger meat, the back straps and stuff. You know, you can cut stew meat, you can grill them like steak. So that covers our need for the beef. We'll buy some ribeyes every now and then, but because you just can't beat that taste. But so we're gonna have our own pork. We're gonna have turkeys. We have our own chicken. We have our own eggs. We have duck eggs. We have plenty of fruit when it's in season. We do have to buy fruit in the wintertime, of course, because it never makes it long to try to can it, especially with everything being young. We got a lot of produce coming in. And we try to grow more than what we need, and then we sell it. And what we sell it for covers our expenses in it. We have our labor in it, which the way I look at it is I basically exchange my labor for what my family gets to eat. And it works out great. But I just want to make this quick little video and just show you guys that you don't have to have a huge piece of property to grow your own food. You don't. It's all about planning and getting a good layout and trying to, I don't want to say cram things, but you have to just plan where things are going to go, make things as mobile as you can, where you can move them around and utilize pieces of the property that, you know, we wouldn't want a chicken coop in our front yard forever, but with a mobile chicken coop, we can run the meat birds through there. They're not going to scratch and tear it up as bad as what the egg layers would, but they'll poop on it. That'll fertilize it, make the grass a lot greener. So after we get the chicken coop off of there, front yard's gonna look fantastic. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys that, and maybe it'll help somebody, give you a little more confidence if you're buying your own homestead, or you know how to lay one out. And if you need any help, you know, reach out to us. We got a Facebook page, Instagram, 3 Pines Farm and Forge, and you know, if we can help you or give you any pointers. Like I said, we're not professionals. Been doing this only a couple years, but yeah, we're so successful at it. So just hopefully this will help, and I hope you guys enjoy your Mother's Day. Tell your mamas we love you. Thank y'all for what you do, and we'll catch you on the next one.